Hello, and a warm welcome to my healthy seniors. I am so glad you're here today because we are tackling a topic that might surprise you, especially if you're over 60 or caring for someone who is. It's a topic that could make a real difference in your daily life because we're going to talk about vitamins. That's right, vitamins. Those little tablets many of us take every morning thinking we're doing something good for our health. But as helpful as they can be, today we're going to dive into two that have hidden risks for older adults, risks that can quietly weaken your legs, reduce your mobility, and increase your risk of falls. Now, before you worry or panic, let me assure you we are not saying all vitamins are dangerous. Far from it. Vitamins fill important gaps in our diets, support immune function, bone health, nerve signaling, and many other aspects of aging well. The issue lies with certain vitamins in certain amounts, especially when taken over a long period without proper guidance. If you're taking vitamins every day without regular checkups or professional advice, it's time to listen carefully. You may be taking these vitamins believing they're protecting you, while they're actually working against the health of your legs. In today's script, we will explore two vitamins in depth. First, vitamin A. When taken in excess, it can accumulate to toxic levels in your body and lead to neuromuscular weakness. Then, vitamin E, which in high doses can blunt the body's natural repair processes in muscles. We'll look at how these issues arise, why seniors are particularly vulnerable, and how to adjust your supplement habits to keep your legs strong, your balance steady, and your independence intact. Let's begin at the beginning with vitamin A. Vitamin A is a fat-soluble powerhouse nutrient. It supports healthy vision, promotes immune response, and encourages proper cell growth and maintenance. Sources include liver, animal-based foods like eggs and dairy, and even fortified cereals. That's why many multivitamins include vitamin A. It is vital for so many of the body's core functions. But more is not always better. As we grow older, our body's ability to process and clear vitamin A from the liver declines. This means excess continues to build up silently. When vitamin A accumulates, it causes a condition called hypervitaminosis A. Tigers. Pops, even though it may be subclinical at first, meaning you might feel fine for months or years. But the cumulative effects will creep in, slowly chipping away at muscle strength. In particular, studies have shown that older adults with higher vitamin A levels experience increased bone thinning and muscle fatigue. You may notice you have trouble climbing stairs or standing from a seated position. Tasks that used to feel effortless are now challenging. This isn't just aging. This is a nutrient imbalance. Imagine you're taking a multivitamin mornings that lists 5,000 IU of vitamin A. Think that's harmless? That may already exceed your daily need by a large margin. Then you add that to the vitamin A found in your morning yogurt, a couple of eggs, or fortified cereal. Before you know it, tens of thousands of IU are being consumed regularly. Over time, your liver stores overflow, leading to toxicity, and your lower body muscles start to feel the impact. Doctors have linked high levels of performed vitamin, specifically retinol, to increased bone fragility and higher fracture risk in older women. Men experience something similar. Why? Because too much vitamin A disrupts the balance between bone building and bone breaking cells. Add in muscle weakness, and the risk of falls and fractures becomes dangerously high. Moreover, vitamin A toxicity can cause symptoms like joint pain, nausea, dizziness, and skin changes. These are symptoms many seniors brush off as normal aging, but they may be early warning signs of oversupplementation. By the time leg weakness becomes noticeable, the problem may have been building for years. It doesn't take mega doses to trigger these effects. Even consistent moderate doses, say 5,000 IU daily, can exceed the tolerable upper intake level when combined with dietary sources. That threshold is about 3,000 micrograms, which translates to 10,000 IU. If you're regularly going over that, it's enough to slowly weaken your leg muscles without obvious symptoms until it's advanced. There have been multiple clinical studies linking high vitamin A intake to decreased bone density over time. For example, women who consumed diets high in performed vitamin A experienced more hip fractures than those with lower intakes, even when calcium intake was sufficient. The takeaway here is that excessive vitamin A can reduce critical bone and muscle integrity, especially after age 60. If you suspect your supplement contains high vitamin A levels, check the label. Ask your doctor whether you need it. Many seniors get enough from food alone, especially if you eat egg yolks, dairy, liver, or other nutrients naturally containing retinol. Unless your physician recommends it specifically, aim for supplements that meet but don't exceed daily needs and regular blood tests to monitor levels. Now let's shift to vitamin E, another fat-soluble nutrient praised for its antioxidant role. Foods rich in vitamin E include nuts, seeds, spinach, and vegetable oils. It's a popular supplement many people take high doses, believing it offers strong protection against chronic diseases. But again, in the context of seniors and mobility, too much can backfire. Here's why. When used thoughtfully, vitamin E can help protect muscles and cells from free radical damage. But in high supplemental doses, especially above 400 international units daily, vitamin E may inhibit the natural inflammation required for muscle recovery. After you walk, climb stairs, or go for a light jog, tiny micro-injuries occur in our muscles. The body's immune response triggers controlled inflammation to help repair and rebuild those fibers. But if vitamin E suppresses or dampens that initial inflammatory cascade, muscle healing is incomplete. Over time, this interference means muscles heal more slowly, remain weaker, and fail to grow stronger with regular use. Clinical trials show that older adults taking high-dose vitamin E during resistance training experienced less strength gain than those on placebo, suggesting a direct impact on muscle adaptability. Additionally, vitamin E increases blood thinning tendencies, where it improves circulation under normal conditions. At high doses often found in 1000 IU softgels, it increases the risk of bruising or even minor bleeds. For seniors with balance issues, that's dangerous. A small fall could end up causing a significant injury. Many multivitamins and standalone supplements list 400 IU or more well above the 15 milligrams daily recommendation. This is not a small difference. It has a huge margin that can have real-world consequences if taken day after day for years. The ideal intake for vitamin E in older adults is modest, just enough to support normal antioxidant needs. That means staying close to the RDA. If you want supplementation, a laju of 100 IU or food-based sources are usually sufficient, unless a doctor advises otherwise. With both vitamin A and vitamin E, a common misconception is that if a number is good, then more must be better. But for fat-soluble vitamins, high amounts build up in your body, not washed out with urine, and quietly accumulate. These are the vitamins that can weaken muscle, jeopardize balance, and undermine your efforts to stay strong after 60. So what does this mean for your supplement routine? It means it's time for a change. Instead of high-potency multivitamins, seniors benefit more from food-first strategies and targeted supplementation. Focus on nutrients that are low risk and high value for leg strength, like vitamin D3, B12, magnesium, omega-3 fats, and good protein. These support muscular strength, nerve conductivity, and healthy bones without the two vitamins that hide serious risk. If you're using a multivitamin, now is the ideal time to sit down with your pharmacist or doctor. Read the label carefully and compare the listed amounts to the recommended daily allowances. Ask if you really need 5,000 IU of vitamin A or 400 IU of vitamin E. If not, look for lower dose formulas made for seniors or consider ditching it in favor of food only. In closing, let me summarize the key take-home points. First, yes, Supplements do have a place in a senior's wellness plan, but know what you're retaking and how much. Vitamin A, in moderate to high doses, can accumulate and weaken leg muscles over time by causing toxicity that leads to bone fragility and muscle fatigue. Vitamin E, when taken in high doses, can disrupt muscle recovery by preventing proper inflammatory healing, resulting in slower strength gains and higher risk of injury. The solutions? Keep both vitamin A and E at moderate levels. Stay close to the recommended daily allowance unless a healthcare provider says otherwise. Focus more on whole foods and less on high-dose supplementation. Make sure you regularly monitoring blood levels and adjusting your routine based on what your doctor recommends. And always pay attention to how your legs feel. Are they caught in a strength slump? Do you feel more bruises or slower muscle recovery? These may be subtle clues worth investigating. Taking vitamins should support your body, not undermine it. After 60, your needs change, and that's a beautiful thing. It gives you the opportunity to refine your nutrition, strengthen your legs, and enjoy independent movement even more. If you've learned something valuable today, I invite you to like this video, subscribe to my Healthy Scenarios, and share this message with someone who might rely on vitamins but hasn't considered these hidden effects. You've spent years building a strong, active life. Let's be wise about the choices we make next. Stay strong, stay informed, stay healthy, and I'll see you in our next video. Take care.